Welcome, everyone. We're going to keep this as short as possible. If time permits us, we're going to take some questions. If I cannot take your questions before I hop off, please connect with the person that got you on the call. We'll answer every single question. And once you're happy, you know that this is for you. You can jump on board with us and ride what we are enjoying. So basically, I represent a platform. Forex with Bookie is all about showing people non-conventional business models. That is the businesses that are not in bricks and mortar that can make them so much money from the comfort of their homes. I tell people that in this digital age, if you're not making money from your smartphone, that phone you hold is actually smarter than you are. So it is a big deal, for lack of a better word. The big money in this 21st century is no longer beneath the rocks. We thank God for the oil boom. The next oil boom is the financial market, and it is massive. Those who understand the potential of the financial market do not joke with it. And I'll tell you more as I progress. So very quickly, Jifu is the name of the company. Like I said, it's called Jifu, Jifu, which simply means abundance in whatever language I can't remember now. And this company has been running successfully since 2019, but it wasn't everywhere. So they're not particularly a new company. It's just because you didn't know about them before now. They started with traveling. If you're on the call today and it's always been a dream to take your wife or your husband on vacation, you're newly wedded, you want to take your wife on a honeymoon, you can actually hop on the company and book a packaged holiday. So that was what they started with in 2019. Shortly after that, they launched into the health and nutritional supplement space. They have nutritional supplements. They have healthy beauty skincare cream, things that people can use to rub on their skin to keep them young forever. So they stepped into that space and they're doing very well. But again, like I would say to people, it wasn't something for everyone, particularly for us in this part of the world. In Africa, people need the money. So it wasn't quite a market that caught the attention of the African market, if you know what I mean. But I needed to give you that introduction so you know that Jifu as a company is not a new one. They've been in the space for years. But in the last 2 years, they took on the financial market. They saw the niche, the gap. They saw the demand in that space. They could not ignore it. So they took on the financial market, which is simply trading Forex or trading crypto. And recently, in the last 6 months, they did something that is right on the cutting edge of technology. They adopted the power of AI, artificial intelligence, to trading, which completely changed the game. When we started trading Forex 8 years ago, we had to do it the hard way. We learned it. We were sent back to school. We learned from the kindergarten of Forex. And as you know, if you're a Forex trader, it is a journey. The process of learning how to trade Forex and being consistently profitable is a marathon and not a sprint. So we had to learn. We were learning and learning and learning, a lot of learning to do. A lot of people did not succeed at it because they dropped off the ship before they could crack it when it was time to learn, when it required learning. But the good news about Jifu now is that they brought a disruption to the space and to the way we trade Forex. The good news for every single one of you, if you've always been intrigued about the financial market and how you can be a part of this, how you can tap into this limitless and abundant space and make money, but you just don't have the luxury of time to learn. This is good news for you because Jifu has launched a set of products, AI-powered tools that has actually massively changed the game when it comes to Forex trading. So people don't have to do heavy learning. The beauty of Jifu products is that amateurs that never traded Forex before can jump on board, learn how to use those tools, and begin to make money. Thank God to the artificial intelligence that we're all riding on. So sitting behind the leadership of this company, as you all know, are these three key people: executive leadership. These are the people who sit on the decision-making table, so to say. As you know, leadership is everything. Everything rises and falls on leadership. Part of my decision to join the Jifu brand was actually one of the things I had to consider as a leader myself before I could jump on this brand and throw my brand and my reputation and my name behind this company was the leadership, the people who sat on the seat of the leadership. And the first person I have here is the Brad Boyle. He's the founder of the company. So Jifu is his pet, is his baby. So it is, so to say. So it's his dream child, it's something he's always wanted to do. As I was told that he's always wanted to impact lives. So he thought this is the right vehicle to actually touch everyone. And then working with him, we have a man called Kyle Copeland. Kyle Copeland occupies the seat of the CEO of the company. And I am particularly confident in the leadership of this man because he has done it before. He was the CEO of Guinness. Guinness is actually one of the most successful multi-level marketing companies in the world, even up till today. He was able to sit in that position for years, for nearly a decade, and he was able to move this company from $1 million company to $1 billion company. So we're very confident that he has what it takes to steer Jifu in the right direction. And then finally, we have a man called Matt Gaff. Matt Gaff is the chairman of this company, and you can do some Google research on him. Matt is a publicly listed billionaire. When they say someone is publicly listed as a billionaire, it means it's a certified billionaire. It's beyond argument. It's been proven. So what that tells every one of you on the call today is that there's a lot of liquidity behind this company. I told you they started with travel, then they went into health, and then the wealth part of it. I'm going to run through the four-way cash flow very, very quickly, ladies and gentlemen. If you've been around the business environment for a while, you're already familiar with this diagram. This is the four-way cash flow, we call it. They call it the cash quadrant. This was put together by a gentleman called Robert Kiyosaki. Robert Kiyosaki argues that we all make our income in one of these different ways. The first category of people he talks about are people who have a job, the people who are called the employee. An employee has a job, he's paid a salary once every 30 days. And he serves his boss for 40 years, the most productive 40 years of his life. Whether he likes it or not, at 60 to 65 years of age, he will be retired to peanut pension. So that is the thing with a job. There's nothing wrong with the job. Some of you on the call today have a job. It is a kickoff. It should be used as a means of leverage into the bigger space for two major reasons. Number one, there's no job security. No matter how good your job is, there's no security. Companies are laying people off all the time, including all companies, banks, conglomerates, they're letting people go. So there's no job security. So the truth is that no smart person wants to commit their life, their future, the education of their children into the hands of an employer, simply because that employer can let you go at any time. Let's even assume that you're super good at what you do and you don't get a sack. The truth of the matter, guys, everyone on the call, is that no job, no matter how well paid you are, can make you financially free. So if you're on this call today and financial freedom is a goal, you want to run the show on your own terms. You don't want to be limited by your income. You don't want a ceiling over your income. You want to leave a legacy for your children. It's not going to happen. Mark my words, read my lips, quote me anywhere. It's not going to happen whilst all you do is a job. You need more than a job. An average millionaire has 7 streams of income. So you need a plan B, a C, a D, and even more. Unfortunately, 60% of the world's population are stuck here. They work for money, but rich people don't work for money to get their money to work for them. Then secondly, we have the self-employed, taking up 35% of the world's population. These are a group of people who wants more time freedom. They want slightly more control of their time. So they've saved up their salary over a period of time. They have some cash reserved. They lease a shop and they start a one-man business. And again, they're still pretty stuck because they don't enjoy leverage. They put in all the hours for themselves by themselves. No one is helping them. So they're still stuck. It's still a rat race. They need to be physically doing the work to make money. An example is your hairdresser. It's a one-man business. And another example is your barber, your tailor. If they're not physically cutting your fabrics, they're not making money. And the truth of it is that no one can work for 24 hours of a day. Then thirdly, we have the business owners. Ladies and gentlemen, superstars across the world, this is where life gets interesting. This is where everyone needs to strive to be. A business owner is someone who looks at him or herself and says, you know what? I deserve more out of life. I don't want to be limited by a salary. I understand myself to be a limitless being. I want abundance. I want time freedom. And I want absolute financial freedom. So a business owner will think of a business idea. He looks at his environment and he thinks of a business. He spots a niche, decides to solve a solution, forms a business, pushes that idea, registers the business name, and it begins to hire professionals to meet the demand of that particular business type. He hires all the people he needs in every department. He puts them together. All those things form a system. He leases a building or rents an apartment, and he launches his business. And what usually happens when you own a business is that after a short period of time, you won't even need to be present at that office. You can be anywhere at any time, enjoying the sunshine on the white sand beach in the Bahamas, and money is still dropping on your table every day because you have a system, and the system is working for you morning, day, and night. Even when you sleep, the system is working for you. You are enjoying what we call leverage. That is what business owners enjoy. They have other people pushing their dreams whilst they do what they love. Only 4% of people are bold enough to dare it. A lot of people are stuck. When they think about it, they can't push it through because of the limiting belief, because of the fear of the unknown. But the truth of the matter is that no risk, no Ferraris. If you're on the call today and you want to do the big numbers, you are tired of not having enough, you have to dare, you have to make a risk-taking, your friends. All the business owners that hired you, the owners of your business, of your jobs, the people who gave you the jobs, they were massive risk taker. So until you decide to take a risk, nothing big happens. So eventually the business owner begins to live this life on his own terms, but only 4% of people dare it. Then finally, we have the investor. An investment-minded person is someone who understands the power of multiplication. The money you multiply is the money that truly grows, not the money you leave in the bank. It is a lack of financial literacy, as a matter of fact, to put your money in the bank. Let me tell you guys, rich people don't dump their money in the banks. When you leave your money in your banks, you're just getting the bankers richer. You're making them richer. You're getting them fatter. That's what you do. What rich people actually do is to plug their money. They consistently look for platform systems, vehicles, opportunities, investments where they can plug the little they have and watch it grow without lifting a finger. Warren Buffett says, if you don't look for an opportunity that makes you money whilst you're sleeping, you will literally work until you die. Investment is the secret of the rich people. When you plug your money into a system that grows your money for you whilst you're snoring. Real estate is an example. You buy a property in Lagos today for $500,000. You can hold it for 10 years and sell it for billions. That is what it is. Real estate is one of the biggest investment vehicles. It's highly lucrative in every country. But let me say this before I shoot on. Investment is not limited to real estate. When I talk about the fact that everybody must have an investment solution, people ask me, I barely have enough to eat. I'm doing the 001 formula. Phenomenal bookie, where do you want me to get 250 million naira to buy a property from? The truth of the matter is that the real estate is just one of the many investment types. There are different investment vehicles. There's always one that will suit your income level. You just need to look closely enough and find a strong and legitimate one. The good news I have for every one of you on the call today is that trading the financial market, trading forex or trading crypto is another type of investment. The better thing about it is that it's not as capital intensive as real estate, which means everyone can hop in with the small money, with the little they have. So what is Forex? The word Forex is a short word for foreign exchange. The Forex market behind us is the world's biggest, fastest growing, and the most liquid financial market in the world. It comes with an estimated daily turnover of $7.5 trillion. A lot of people don't get this when I say it. What it means is that being traded on a daily basis, every 24 hours, ladies and gentlemen, not every week, is that amount of money. What it also means, to keep it simple, is that every 24 hours, $7.5 trillion and more is on the table for anyone to take their share. When I say this, people feel it's ridiculous, but that is the simple truth. Anyone can take their share of that daily turnover. It is accessible to all. What qualifies you to take your share is, number one, is either you learn how to trade Forex, and once you have the knowledge, begin to trade it from the comfort of your home on your laptop. Nobody even needs doing, and begin to take your share on a daily basis. The number two option is you can leverage a platform that does the trading on your behalf. But we usually warn people about that. When you give your money, your hard-earned money to people, you don't even know their level of knowledge. What usually ends that story is always a sorry. So it is better for you to take hold of your finances by leveraging the tools of Jifu and do it yourself. The Forex market is open Monday to Friday. The market never sleeps, 24 hours a day. So what it means is that once you get into this space, you can literally make money 24 hours a day. The crypto market is opened Monday to Sunday. That never closes at all. So whether you're trading crypto or Forex, you can actually play in the market several times a day, 24 hours a day, over a 7-day period. That is what it means. Let me also enlighten people on this call today. The Forex space is a limitless and abundant space. It is massive. The daily turnover is crazy. And I tell people, you don't need a certificate to trade Forex. You don't need a license. You don't need a degree. All you need is the knowledge. If you learn how to do it today, from tomorrow, you can sit in the comfort of your home and begin to trade on your smartphone and begin to take your share of the market. I tell you, in the last 8 years, I take my share of this market every single day. Today, I've made money from Forex. Tomorrow, I will make money. Whilst I'm sleeping, some of my trades are running. I usually wake up to profit. Let me also let you know who the big players in this space are, in case you don't know. The people who understand the capacity and the potential of the Forex market do not joke with it. As a matter of fact, if you're on the call today and you want the big numbers, you can no longer afford to ignore the space. We're in the digital age, guys. Technology is taking over. There's been a major disruption in the way we do everything. Everything we do has been simplified because of advancement in technology. And guess what? That is the same advantage that we're leveraging in the financial market. I was telling people earlier on today that 20 years ago, you couldn't do a video call to your children in the US. Now you can do a video call to your children and you see them right in the comfort of their kitchen. That is the power of technology. I tell people that in this digital age, it has become a sin for anyone to declare that they're broke, because the truth of the matter is that money is now easier to make. 30 years ago, you would have to break your back. Technology has made the process of making money simpler. The people who know how powerful the space is don't joke with it. Who are the big player in the Forex market? High net worth individuals. All this high net worth, ultra high net worth, central banks, nations, governments, retail banks, and investment banks, all of them are taking their share of this market on a daily basis. The ex-CBN governor, Lamido Sanusi, was quoted as saying that, "Why do you all keep asking me to go into politics? I don't need to go to politics. I know the secret of growing my money. I know the secret behind money multiplication. As the CBN governor, I can sit in the comfort of my garden, put on my laptop and trade the financial market and make crazy money on a daily basis. That gives you an information. So central banks of every nation trades Forex. As a matter of fact, Switzerland is a very prosperous nation in Europe. They don't have all the natural resources that we have in this part of the world, the crude oil and what have you that you guys have. What they rely on, the entire economy of Switzerland relies on the financial market. This is how big it is. Another one that I need to let you know, directly or indirectly, with or without your permission, what you don't know is that your retail bank where you keep your life savings is using your money to trade the financial market. The only thing is that they will trade with your money, they'll multiply it several times over, but they're not going to share the profit with you. So what I'm putting out today is the secret of the bank's revenue. 70% of your retail bank's revenue is multiplied in the Forex market. So these guys are here, billionaires and millionaires, all this whole tri-night work guys, they're doing their share of the market. You as a regular person can no longer afford to ignore the financial market. It is that big. People are winning, lives are changing. What used to be the problem before now is the process of learning. And that is the solution that Jifu has brought. Because now with the Jifu tools, amateurs are trading like professionals. Now, when you get into Jifu, when you sign up to get your scanners in Jifu, it comes as a goodie box. I call it the Jifu goodie box. You have access to a variety of things. And very quickly, I'm just going to run through some of the things that you have access to by virtue of your membership on Jifu. The first thing you have access to is what we call the Jifu live sessions. This is the Earn to Learn platform. The Earn While You Learn platform. This is where you have live access to multiple figure traders. Some of those guys you can see look long my eye. I even have him on my contact. I've met a lot of them. I've been in this space for 8 years, don't forget, so you can call me an authority in this space. I'm well-traveled, well-exposed. I attend a lot of conferences and seminars all over the world. So I've had the opportunity of actually meeting a lot of them. A lot of these guys are sitting on crazy money. They've made, some of them have made 9 figures from trading the financial market. So these are the guys in Jifu. They are the educators. They're the ones who will teach you if you really want to learn how to trade Forex. So they have these live sessions. All of them have their different schedules. They have about 20 different top educators, people who know Forex, who breathe Forex, who are doing the numbers and have the results to show for it. So you have access to join them on their live sessions. They teach you what they know. And not just that, whilst you're learning, you're also making money. On their live sessions, you don't just attend and learn, you actually make money, because on those sessions, they call out trades, giving you the full parameters. You copy and paste them on your MT4 or MT5 at that time, and you leave their sessions more knowledgeable, but not just that, with a fatter pocket. Another thing that you have access to when you come into Jifu is what we call the Jifu University, the Learn to Earn platform, which gives you access to a lot of different educational spaces. The Forex University is number one. If you're on the call today and you really want to learn how to trade Forex, for me, I want to learn. I've been learning for 8 years. Now it's time for me to make money. I've paid my dues when it comes to learning. I can teach you a few things. So some people really want to learn Forex in depth. If you're one of those people, the Forex University is for you. You have access to top educators, people who have been there, they're doing the numbers and they have results to show for it, and you can learn. The Forex University assumes no prior knowledge. It actually takes you from the kindergarten of Forex, from what is Forex. It takes you from the very basic to intermediate and to advanced. Basically, by the time you complete this Forex education, you're already smoking hot, well knowledgeable in the Forex space. Then we have the Crypto University for people who have always been curious about crypto. Some of you on the call today are still calling crypto a scam. You're on your own. You have been left behind. I am telling you that we are in the digital age. Crypto is as real as you. People are making 7 figures daily by trading crypto. So if you're still one of those people calling it a scam, it's about time you get understanding. Jump on the Crypto University and educate yourself. You have access to the social media university. Social media has become powerful. People are blowing their businesses on a daily basis on social media. If you're on the call today, you're a traditional business owner, you can leverage the social media space. If you're a digital entrepreneur like I am, you can also blow your business on the social media base. I don't joke with social media. I have closed a lot of deals on social media, and I'm just about to get on it again and take it over. Now, the credit university, this is not so big in this part of the world. We're not a credit community. This is big in the Western world. The Success University, guys, I highly recommend this. If you're on this call today and success is a desire for you, you then need to go through this Success University, because you will learn the principle that guides success, that brings about the success. I tell people success is a science. If you for access to mentorship, if you want to go somewhere and someone who has been there holds you by the hand, it cuts your journey by half. Success is the fast way to mastery. It's a shortcut, it's a cheat code to doing the numbers. So if success is a goal for you, and this is not peculiar to Forex, it is peculiar to your life in general. Even as a traditional business owner, someone that is in school, you're still learning, you want to be successful, learn the principles from people that have been there, done it. Success is a science. If you have the blueprint of success, you will do the same thing and you get the exact same result. So guys, this thing has a cheat code. You can use that. Then the Finance University, you're on the call, you've always wanted to know more about the finance industry, the banking system, the microfinance, how you can access finance for your business, that is for you. Then real estate, another one that I'm really big on. When you make your money from Forex, when you begin to do your $1,000 daily, your $10,000 daily from Forex, you need to consider putting it into real estate. Real estate comes highly recommended because it is low risk. So that one is good for your retirement. E-commerce is big as well. The guys behind Konga, you know about Amazon. I think recently Jeff Bezos actually got married somewhere in Europe. You know what it costs, lavish. He's a multi-billionaire. That is no secret. The guys behind our local Konga and Jumia in Nigeria, in case you don't know, those guys are billionaires. So if you're thinking of e-commerce business, that is for you. And then finally gives you access to the AI University as well. Why you can learn about the power of the artificial intelligence, because that is what rules the world now. AIs are the future. And in case you don't know, the future that we're talking about is already here. So the third thing you have access to when you buy your Jifu is the scanners. The scanners of Jifu. We've said a lot about the scanners. We can't say enough. And if you stay on this call long enough, you will hear testimonials that will keep you sleepless for days. So another thing that Jifu has actually launched are cutting-edge scanners. They're Forex scanners that helps people to make precise decisions on what to buy, when to buy it, when to sell it. So scanners will aid your analysis of the market. So for traders on the call, you know what I'm saying. For non-traders, you now have access to a set of tools that are working, that are really producing massive results. Two things got me attracted to Jifu. Number one is the simplicity of the use. The fact that non-traders can come on board, learn how to use the scanners and milk the market away within a very short space of time. That is number one. Number two, the level of accuracy. I have been in Forex for over 8 years, guys. I've spent thousands of dollars buying one tools, software indicators, EAs, bots, and the other. Some of them have worked for me. I'm not going to deny that. Some of them have put a lot of money on my table. None of them comes close to Jifu in terms of accuracy and in terms of results. The fact that I can take 10 trades and 9 of them comes out as a win. That is 90% win. And you know that in Forex trading, that is phenomenal, for lack of a better word. So these scanners are the tools that we use. Sometimes when I post my results and the people see crazy numbers. I tell them it's not my analysis. I didn't have to analyze as a Forex trader. I simply leverage a set of tools that are backed up by the AI technology. So embedded behind each of the scanners are heavy AI technology, the heavy AI technology. Some of them come with 10 AIs, 10 different ones doing different things. Basically, the scanners are just a piece of software that has been programmed to scan through the entire financial market, shooting at you highly accurate trades, telling you per time what to trade, what to buy, and what to sell, because that is all we do in Forex. So the ability to determine what to buy, what to sell, when to buy it, and when to sell is what actually makes you profitable. And this is all the information that the scanners give to you. Some of the scanners will give you all the parameters you need: your entry price, your TP1 to TP5, and your stop loss. And the accuracy, it's off the hook. When you sign up in Jifu, you have access to 9 different scanners, 9 different crazy scanners, and all of the scanners work. I have never seen anything like it. So, and finally on this call today, what you also get access to by virtue of your membership in Jifu is what we call the Jifu Connect app. 3 key features comes with this Jifu Connect app. The Jifu Connect app can be downloaded on your smartphone just the same way you download any app from your Play Store or your Apple Store. And it comes with 3 major features. Number 1, it gives you access to expert traders. Again, an avenue to make more money. All the traders in Jifu on Jifu Connect will analyze the market. They'll use their own skills, their knowledge, their expertise to analyze the market. They'll pick a trade and they'll throw those trades on Jifu Connect. So if you're a member of Jifu, you get a notification and you look at it and all the parameters are there for you. You don't need to do anything apart from just copying those parameters and making your money. You just copy and paste them. The number 2 feature is that it comes with real-time market insights. So they analyze the market, they tell you, okay, this is where we think gold is going in the next 2 days. So they give you information that can help you make an informed decision when you're picking your own trades. And thirdly, this is going to be the flagship of this great company. We cannot wait. What we call the tap to trade. Everyone is super excited about this. Some of you on the call today, you want to learn, you want to earn from Forex, you want to do dollars from Nigeria without relocating. This is one good one. This is the unique selling point in Jifu, what we call the tap to trade. It gives you the opportunity to connect your broker account. Your broker account is the account that you are funded to trade with. That is where your trading capital sits. So now you can actually connect that account to your Jifu Connect Tap to Trade feature. And guess what? Every trade this traders call, you get notified. A notification pops up on your phone, just the same way you get a notification when you have a message on your WhatsApp, and you look at it. You will see the trader behind the call. You see the trader who gave the signal. And if someone you like the look of the trade, if you know the difference, at a tap of a finger, boom, once you just tap it, the trade is automatically copied to your trading account. So this is as easy as it gets. This is as automated as it gets. So this is for super busy people. I don't even have the time to use my scanners. You can do the tap to trade at one tap of a finger. The trades are already running on your MT4 or MT5 platform. So as I round up, guys, before I do that, I want to check if we have anyone on the call that can share their testimonial with you. They say, facts tell. If you're on the call tonight, do me a favor. This is the only thing I ask for. You are an existing member of the community. They say, facts tell, stories sell. Do not let me be the only one that is talking about the Jifu revolution. I spot a lot of you, but I want you to volunteer. Kindly put your hand up. Please put your hand up. Amazing. Amazing. Pastor K. I'm not going to say anything about him. I'm just going to let him do it. All right, Pastor K. You have actually been unmuted, sir. I've known K in this space for years. We've been on this journey for a while. We thought we've seen something good, but you know, I'll leave it to him. Pastor K, over to you. Please share your experience on the Jifu platform with your people. Take it away, sir. You have the floor.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. Apparently, I'm really very grateful to, Phenomenal Bookie for bringing me on this, platform. I mean, she's mentored me over the years in Forex trading. We've been on various platforms together. But like she said, this is simply an unbelievable platform. Now, I signed on about a month ago. Incidentally, as I signed on, there were some circumstances that couldn't allow me trade for the first. I mean, I couldn't even open the scanner for the first, 10 days because I had to attend to those urgent and pressing circumstances. But when I got on it, because by nature of what I do, I'm also very busy. So I'm not one of those who will sit with, my laptop, trading from 9 a.m. to 5. No, I mean, when I have a spare time, I just, take a few trades. Then trades that are called by the educators. And I started with a modest $247. And within 2 weeks, which ended yesterday, I had grown that account to almost $700. So I withdrew some from it and left $350. Between yesterday and today, I have made the $350, $400, just a little bit under $400, $395.9 something dollars. So Jifu works. It works. I have not seen anything like it. I mean, unless the only reason why you will lose in Jifu is if you just buy the scanners and leave them there. But if you use it, either by picking trades from Jifu Connect or following the educators or taking trades yourself, you are guaranteed to win. You don't have to have known anything about trading at all. The basic information you need is just to be able to identify colors. This is blue, this is red. If it is blue and it does this, you are buying. If it is red and it does this, and it's as simple as that. As simple as that. So please, if you are still sitting on the fence, I want to encourage you, please jump in. You will not regret it. Thank you all very much.
Amazing. Thank you, Pastor K. Pastor K turned up in my office yesterday. Was it yesterday? I can't even remember. He's been trying to see me. It was yesterday. So when he came, I said, Pastor K, you've been on board for nearly a month now. You must have doubled your account. And he laughed. He said, double indeed. I have more than doubled my account. As a matter of fact, I've nearly tripled it. Guys, 3x is a big deal. 3x is a big deal. There is nothing in the money market. Enough of this crazy Ponzi's and this crazy scams. Enough of the CPEX, the PSEX, and the WWCON and its kind. When the promise you will double your capital, you know what often ends it. This is a legitimate platform. I'm telling you that banks trade Forex. 70% of the bank's revenue is multiplied in the Forex market. This is the way to build a legacy. This is a platform. This is a solution that you can plan your children's education around. This is how to build transgenerational wealth. I know someone who grew his $300 to $3 million right on his phone. This is not a joke. Someone I know directly. The numbers are crazy, guys. We're not here just to throw the numbers. We're just sharing our experience with you. That is it. In less than a month, he's only been able to use his Jifu for 2 weeks, guys. It doesn't get better than this. Prosperity is your birthright, and you need to take it. You need to take it. I've spotted another superstar on the call. Esther. Phenomenal. Esther, amazing. I want you to please take the floor in 2-3 minutes and share your own experience. Taking nothing away, adding nothing to it. My people need to hear from you. My superstars on this call need to hear from you. So you have the floor. Take it away, sis.
Thank you, Ma. Thank you so much. And good evening, happy new month to everybody. In fact, I don't think I've been this excited about something before. I'm so excited that whenever it gets to Friday, because the Forex market closes on Friday, and there's a particular scanner that we use in Jifu that allows us trade from Sunday night to Friday night, which is the golden era. Anytime market closes on Friday, I don't think I've ever been in a situation where I'm so anxious, so eager for Sunday to come. Like, I can't wait for the weekend to be over and let the market open so I can start picking trades. That is how excited I am whenever I'm using my Jifu scanner. In fact, I funded my account precisely on the 21st of May. I funded $100 account, and my goal was to compound it and see how far I will go with that compounding. And within between that 21st of May till around the same 21st of June, I had already more than doubled the account. As I speak today, the account is $242. $242 from $100 account. That is how much I've grown it. So I've made profit of $142 on it. Even if I were to withdraw, I will withdraw my capital with profit and I will still have something left to be trading. But because I want to compound, I'm not withdrawing that account. And on a daily basis, I think the least I did or have done is about $7 in a day. Today alone, I made about, was it not $15 and some cents? $15 and some cents. And I even had to cut that trading a little bit short because we're in training today and there was news today. So like Pastor Kola said, the only way you will not win is if you don't use your Jifu. Jifu is the way. As in, if you are looking for something that will just be minting money for you, get Jifu. You will not regret it. And I'm waiting to take you on that journey, train you on how to use it. You just need to see color. Can you see blue? Can you see red? Can you see the figures that is written on the scanner? That's all. Thank you very much.
Amazing superstar. Thank you so much for being a blessing. Many are called, only a few are chosen. We have delivered a cent and we will leave every one of you to make your decision. The cost of Jifu is $275 US, ladies and gentlemen. That's a one-time payment. And after 4 weeks, you begin to renew your subscription with $165 US only. I'll go through that again. The Elite package will cost you $275 US. That is one-time payment. And after 4 weeks, you begin to renew your subscription with $165 US if you're in Africa. If you're in the UK, you're in the US and Europe, you will be paying $299, I beg your pardon, for the first time payment, and your renewal cost will be $185. For people in Africa, you have access to some discount. The company understands the peculiarity in this part of the world. Now, guys, going back to Esther's testimonial, in case you didn't hear it, she started with $100, and in less than 1 month, she had 2x the account. Imagine she started with $10,000. For some of you on the call, like me, those numbers are not mind-blowing, but look at the percentage of the growth. That is how you think about it. It's not those actual numbers, but the growth, the percentage in increase. Guys, what is possible for one is possible for all. It is payback time. You're on this call today. You've lost money to one Ponzi or scam in the online space. You're already on the verge of giving up, thinking the online space does not work. I'm a living testimonial to the power of the online space. In the last 8 years, I've been doing digital money. Do you know what it means to live in Nigeria, in Ajegule, and be cutting dollars without the need to japa? To be living in Ijebu, in my city there, and you're doing dollars. My people perish for lack of knowledge. Knowledge is power, especially when you choose to apply the knowledge. When you sign up in Jifu, there's something called the 4 No More. If you want to be smart, you can refer your friends and family to Jifu. When you help them, their lives will change, their numbers will change, their financial trajectory will change, but Jifu will also increase your pocket. Jifu will reward you by saying, do not pay this monthly subscription again. 4 people, just share Jifu with them. I don't know what to say to them. Just get them on this call. We do this call every Tuesday, same time, same link, or invite them to attend one of our physical presentations. We do them globally around the world. Just tell us where they are and we'll tell them, we'll give you the details of where they need to go. There's another aspect of Jifu, which is the place where someone says, I want to partner with this company to share Jifu. I'm on the call today and Jifu is doing me great numbers. I'm excited. Is there any way I can build a business around this? The answer is yes. You choose to come into Jifu and share Jifu. Once you come in and you start sharing it, you register 4 people. That is, you refer 4 people into the company. And those 4 people also bring 1 or 2 of their people. You now have a total of 14 people in your team. Jifu puts you on a salary of $700 a month. When you bring in 4 people directly, but your 4 people also hit the streets out of excitement, they're doing their $500, $1,000 a day, they go crazy, they bring in their friends. You have a total of 80 people in the whole community. Jifu begins to pay you $2,000 a month as a thank you. And it doesn't stop there, guys. The numbers can go as high as you want it. You bring in 12 people only. You only spoke to 12 people and got them into Jifu. Or your 12 people hit the streets and they start talking to their friends and family all over the world. And you have a total of 1,250 people in your community in Jifu. Jifu pays you $25,000 every month to say thank you. And it is paid in dollars, not in Naira. And then, guys, you bring in 16 people only. For your 16 people, they get crazy, they catch the fire. They say, what is this? I want to use this as a ministry to impact lives. And they start bringing their friends and family. You have a total of 5,000 people in the community. Jifu pays you $100,000 every month. No question asked. The guys do the numbers. That is 160 million naira. As a matter of fact, someone in this community, someone in Jifu just hit that rank today. And the person who actually got me into Jifu is also earning $100,000 a month. So, as a man thinketh so easy, the power of belief. If you can believe, everything becomes possible. People are saying, can you do this numbers, $5,000 out of 200 million people in Nigeria? You're kidding. People are doing this in 6 weeks because the products work. So it's not a hard sell. When you show people your numbers, they're excited. They want to know how you're doing it. Then the highest ranking level is the Crown Diamond. You bring in your 16 people, just 16 people. You can do more, but 16 people is the least you can bring in directly. Once you bring in your own 16 people directly, your 16 people catch the fire, they hit the streets, and they're telling their friends and family all over the world. You now have a total of 30,000 people in your community. Jifu begins to pay you $500,000 every month. I don't know what that translates to into Nigerian Naira. People can do that calculation, but I know that it is serious money. At that level, even the president of your country would want to know you personally. So people are winning. Lives are changing. It's no longer a joke. Jifu is everywhere. The Jifu revolution, be Jifu-nated. If you have questions, please take the questions back to the person that got you on the call. If there's anything that you need answered, just get back to the person that got you on the call. If you're not in our community, please ask the person that got you onto this call to add you to the community called Jifu Africa Team Rex, because on that group, you will see testimonials every day that will leave you sleepless. People are winning, lives are changing. Action takers are the money makers. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a pleasure serving you. Thank you all so much for honoring this invitation. We're back here Tuesdays on Zoom, and then physical business seminars every Tuesday and every Saturday. And then we don't forget, we do them all across the world. I'm going to check my questions and see if there are questions for me to answer. Okay, is there any questions? You can put them out here quickly and I'll take them very, very quickly. So thank you all so much, guys, for hopping on. It's been an absolute pleasure serving you. I call myself the voice against poverty. You shouldn't know a bookie and remain broke. Life is calling someone. If that is you, you already know. Someone says, does the scanner work in Nigeria? The scanner is a software. It works everywhere. It's a software. It is web-based. People are using it on their phones. As you're on your bus, as you're being driven by your drivers, as you're running for your meeting, you can just log into your Jifu scanner and use it to milk money. Someone started with us with $100. In 2 days, he grew that $100 to $451, Mr. Bola. Are you on the call today, Mr. Bola? People might need to hear from you. You know, some people need to hear it and hear it again before they can believe. Someone says, how do you withdraw to a foreign account? That's not a problem. When you join, we'll tell you. I can't run through that on the call because the meeting is just going to go on and on. Any other questions, guys? If there are any questions, I will take them. I will take them. If there are any questions,